11:10 KBND Radio News time is 5:05, and a happy President's Day. I'm Dave Adams. Let's go to the News Center and check in with Kelly Blyer.
Good evening. Our top story. Just after 11 a.m. this morning, an alert Marine Patrol deputy was first to notice smoke coming from a building off of O.B. Riley Road and called Bend Fire. The building is an ODOT Tech Center. Deputy Fire Marshal Dan Durlacki says when Bend Fire arrived, there was already extensive damage.
It's pretty close to a total loss. Depends on how much they can restore. Smoke damage versus fire damage, that we are not 100% sure on. The southern side of the building has extensive fire damage. The rest of the building has extensive smoke damage.
ODOT's Peter Murphy says they will have to wait to assess the damage to see if there are any projects affected.
If by and large our computers are intact, the information that's stored on computers, which it should be, then it'll have an impact. How big that'll be, we don't know.
Murphy says it's going to take some time to assess the damage. The cause is still under investigation. The Catholic Diocese of Baker is ending a 92-year relationship with St. Charles Medical Center of Bend. The diocese bishop says a female sterilization technique called tubal ligation is against the Catholic faith. Cascade Healthcare CEO Jim Deagle.
Obviously, both Bishop Vasha and myself and the board of directors here at CHC have a degree of sadness clearly around this development.
Deagle says Cascade Healthcare will develop its own set of ethics and standards and will keep compassionate and comprehensive care in mind in developing those new standards. More than 600 area Tea Party members rallied in Salem today, including about 20 from Central Oregon. Lucy Brackett rode a bus over with about a dozen other people for the rally. After the rally, they met one-on-one with lawmakers.
We're also here to speak to our legislators that even though this is a holiday, they are in session. And we know that one of them in particular, Representative Gene Wisnett, that represents the area south of Bend, he will be meeting with us.
Those participating in the rally hope to deliver the message they're tired of lawmakers increasing spending and debt. As workers continue to prepare the site for a new Facebook data center in Prineville, businesses in town are excited about the notoriety and the money the social networking site is bringing to Central Oregon. Estimates are that 200 jobs will be created during the construction phase.
Hopefully, yeah, we're all pretty excited that it's going to go up there because it'll open up more jobs and bring in more customers and all that once it gets finished. So we're pretty excited about it.
Catherine Dyer works at the sandwich factory. She has noticed an uptick in their business from the initial phase of construction workers. After 2 years of research, findings are consistently showing that most visitors come to Bend to recreate outdoors. Visit Bend's Doug LaPlaca says they are working to make Bend more than a regional tourist destination.
Bend remains predominantly a regional tourist destination, and that means that the vast majority of our visitors are coming from the states of Oregon, Washington, and California. The only exception to that is what we found is by bringing in large-scale national events like the USA Cycling National Championships, that is an opportunity for us to bring in visitors from across the country.
LaPlaca says the research also shows that more families are visiting Bend, and that usually means they stay longer and spend more money than regular visitors. He says more people are driving to Bend more than any other form of transportation. 80% of the respondents to a KBND web poll say they will vote no to a proposal to expand the Deschutes County Jail. The unscientific poll of less than 100 respondents was a straw poll taken over more than a week ago of a random sample of visitors to KBND.com. County officials say without doubling the number of beds in the county jail, the sheriff may have to look at matrix release of prisoners in the future. Sheriff Larry Blanton says he has tried other options and he simply needs the additional 250 beds and the $400 million bond request it would provide. It would only add about $2.67 per month. $2.67 per month to the average property tax owner's monthly bill. For more details on these stories, go to yournews.com. I'm Kelly Blyer, 1110 KBND Radio News.